Republican Senator Mike Lee of Utah, one of the original co-sponsors of the USA Freedom Act, wrote, quote, "Vital national security programs that touch on our fundamental civil liberties deserve a full, open, honest, and unrushed debate. They should not be subjected to cynical government by cliff brinksmanship. If Congress, particularly Republicans in Congress, ever want to improve its standing among the American people, it must abandon this habit of political gamesmanship." Senator Mike Lee joins me now from Capitol Hill. Senator, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Good to be with you.
Let's talk about what you said regarding the political gamesmanship. Here you have Senator Rand Paul, who is running for president, saying that there are people who are wishing for something to happen in this country so that he can be blamed for this. What's your reaction to what he said?
You know, I'm not sure I share that view. I don't think I know any red-blooded American or any member of Congress who actually wants an act of terror to be carried out and to succeed on American soil. But what I do know is that this is a debate that should have happened previously. It should have happened at some point over the last 4 years when we knew this date was coming. We knew that the Patriot Act provisions at issue were going to expire. I've been working for a couple of years on legislation to deal with this, and I've been trying to bring it up on the Senate floor. I tried to bring it up on the Senate floor the week before we recessed. We should have stayed here. We shouldn't have recessed. We should have passed it before we left. Our bill would actually take care of the national security concerns while also accommodating the Fourth Amendment and privacy interests of the American people.
So you have said that there's a balanced debate that should be had here. I want to read just something that Jamil Jaffer and Patrick Toomey with Slate wrote about the U.S. Freedom Act. It says, while the USA Freedom Act includes worthwhile elements, it doesn't go nearly far enough. We can't help but worry that the vague language in the bill's key provisions will provide a new lease on life to surveillance programs that haven't yet been and may never be disclosed to the public. So let's talk on the side, as you said, a balanced debate here for those who are concerned about their privacy after what was revealed from Edward Snowden's leaks.
Look, I think it is a balanced approach to say we want to be able to protect American national security, and we understand that the American people aren't comfortable with the NSA going out and telling telephone service providers, send us all your records. Send us records on every call made in America. And we don't care whether you're sending us records that are of telephone calls made by people who have no connection whatsoever to any terrorism ring. We want all of them. They're not comfortable with that, but they are comfortable with the idea of the NSA saying, okay, we want to be able to get those records that are just 1 or 2 degrees removed from a phone number that's been identified with a terrorism ring. That's a reasonable accommodation. That's what this bill would allow the NSA to go after.
But what about those, including your colleague, Republican Senator John McCain, who say on the other side of this debate, I believe his words were, the Middle East is literally on fire. We are watching ISIS take in more a more powerful role throughout now Syria and Iraq as well, and never before. Since 9/11, have we needed all of the tools necessary to prevent an attack here in the United States?
Yeah, I understand the argument, and my response to that is, look, these provisions would not have expired. Section 215 would have been modified so as to eliminate bulk data collection, but I don't think the absence of bulk data collection and having bulk data collection replaced with a more targeted investigative tool is going to leave us vulnerable. And I've got a lot of support on this, including the director of the NSA, Admiral Rogers, who agrees that this would protect us. And so I think we've got a good opportunity here, but what we need to do is to pass the House-passed bill, which was passed with an overwhelming bipartisan majority of 338 votes to 88 votes just a couple of weeks ago.
Well, we'll see what happens next. Senator Mike Lee, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.